our agreement. So this is a safe space, and anything you say that only is between us. The only time that I would have to report it would be if this is court mandated, or if there are signs of elder or child abuse, or if you are going to harm yourself or someone else. So anything else you say is completely between the two of us.
Okay.
So what would you like to talk about today?
I guess I've just been having some problems like with stress because of school, and it's midterms are coming up, and I have work to do on top of that, and I guess there's just all of a sudden like everything's just rushing, and I just have all this stuff I have to do, and I just feel like there's not enough time to do it. My grades are probably lacking a little bit, and I'm starting to freak out if those are going to be like if I'm going to have time to bring those up or not. So I guess it's just all sorts of school stuff is just coming at me at once, and I feel really overwhelmed.
I can completely understand that, especially this time of the year. In the spring, it's getting towards later in the semester, and lots of things are coming up.
Exactly.
Would you be comfortable if throughout our session I took some notes?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's fine.
So you're stressed about school, and about your grades.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm probably not doing as good as I should be. I tell myself every time, like, study for this test, study for this test, study for this test, and then it seems like every single time, the night before it, there I am, like, cramming for a test when I should have started studying 3 weeks ago. And I, for some reason, no matter what I do, I procrastinate to the last second, and then that's when the stress comes. So it's like one thing after another after another.
That's completely understandable. That happens. I know to a lot of people. It's difficult for them to plan in advance, and other things come up, of course. And you're struggling with other things, I imagine, besides school. And so school is a big part of your life, though. And so, do you think that in our talk today we could come up with some ways that might help you to distress? Have you thought of any ways that might be helpful for you to not procrastinate or kind of take time for yourself in distress? Or is there anything that you do already?
I mean, like, I try to, like, schedule things and have them, like, write them down, better organization skills and things like that. But it seems like even if I, like, write them down, I still, like, find myself at the end of the week, like, still looking at it without scratching it off, like, oh my god, I still have to do that, and it's just, like, I feel like I've tried everything, and it's just I'm running out of, regardless of what I try, I feel like it's just, I find myself in the same situation, so.
Definitely, that can be difficult. Have you thought about, so you write down things, and you make a schedule, but then you don't end up crossing them off, and it always ends up the same. Do you find that you ever helps you to study in groups at all? That people that you can plan maybe to get together maybe once a week before the test, and then other people might encourage you to have, or do you have any support? Sorry.
Yeah, I've never really thought about any of that. That's definitely something I would think about doing. I don't know how well or how easy it would be for me to just ask somebody to study with, but I'm guessing that's something I could work on and finally get comfortable with doing. If I actually want to do better in school, I guess that's what I could do.
So doing better in school is important to you, so you think that you might want to try group more?
Yeah, I could definitely give that a try.
Is there anything else you've wanted to do maybe that you haven't tried?
I guess like maybe getting a tutor or something. I've always thought about that, but I don't know. I had a tutor back like a long time ago, and it kind of like was counterproductive. So I guess I've had a bad image in my head about tutors before, but maybe it's something I could try again. Maybe.
Right. So you have kind of a negative connotation now built up because of the tutor that you had before.
Yeah, I guess just like with my tutor that I had before, I kind of just. My tutor ended up basically doing a lot of the stuff for me, and I never really learned it, so then it kind of like just dug a bigger hole. So I would definitely say, yeah, there's like a negative connotation with having a tutor. And I guess it's something else, is just like, you don't want to be the person that has to go get a tutor. You know what I mean? There's millions of college kids around the world that don't have to have a tutor, and you have to be the one that does. So I guess that's another reason.
It would make you kind of feel inferior a little bit to your classmates.
Exactly.
And that they don't need one that you struggle with, that you might need a little bit of help. That's completely understandable too. Maybe you could reach out and try getting a tutor if you think that that would help you, though I understand in the past you kind of have bad feelings towards it. So maybe not a tutor, but you could, if other things, so maybe group work might be more appealing to you, and maybe you could try group work and then possibly a tutor. Or something else that might help is, do you have a specific subject maybe that you're struggling with the most that you could put more time into than your other? Is it all kind of equally?
I would say biology is probably giving me the biggest problem right now. I don't know. I've already taken the class once, and this is the second time. I'm still like not doing good, which you would think would make me want to like try harder and do better. But I find myself a lot of the times so annoyed that I've already taken the test, or that I've already taken the class, that like, why am I even in here? You know what I mean? Like, I have to sit through this again, and it's kind of like backfiring on me that I've taken it already because I'm more annoyed than I am like eager to sit there and pay
Right.
attention.
You're just kind of annoyed that you have to take it again. So really, it has a negative effect having to take it twice. Have you talked about possibly talking to your teacher about that you're struggling maybe a little bit, and see if they could help you in any way, or give you maybe some study tips or advice?
I mean, not really. I guess that's something I could do. Maybe I should shoot them an email or something.
Teacher, that might be one thing. It's really about what you're comfortable with, though. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, some people are more comfortable or have different ways of studying than other people. So whatever you feel might work for you. But I feel that possibly it can't hurt to try maybe some of these things if you're struggling.
Yeah, I could definitely look into that for sure.
Do you want to talk about maybe the things that you do when you study? Like maybe some ways to improve your study habits?
I basically just go over my notes for right now. There's definitely better study techniques, but for some reason I've never tried them.
Right. I can understand. It is difficult to try. Sometimes we get stuck in our ways too, and don't really want to change up our habits and stuff because they become a part of us. And sometimes they work too, and sometimes they don't. So you just keep doing them and hoping maybe that they do. And it definitely takes a lot to change up what we're doing. And so maybe you could think about some things people do. Do you take breaks at all maybe? So if you study for an hour and then you reward yourself with a break.
Yeah, I actually do that. That's one thing I'm good at. It's giving myself a break after a few minutes of studying. Maybe if I set more of like a schedule while I was studying, it could help. Like study for 1 hour, then get a 20-minute break. Because right now I kind of just like, I'll study a couple pages and then like, I'll go walk around for a little bit, and then I find myself, it gets too late, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I have this test at 9 in the morning, and it's already 12, and I still have 3 chapters to study. So maybe I should, like schedule out the studying better, and that way I can kind of, stay on task and not get so late into the night.
Yeah, maybe that. I think that would be a really good idea. Maybe to set up a schedule for yourself. Do you like to write out things?
Yeah, I like the feel. Like I like that feeling when you like cross stuff off and stuff like that. So it's definitely a rewarding feeling when you do that. That's one thing that I've done that I've found to like. So
I think that that's a really good idea that you came up with about maybe having a scheduled time for breaks, and then you stick to that schedule, because it definitely can be difficult if you're saying that you're going to rest for 30 minutes and then it ends up being an hour and throws off your schedule. So I think definitely sticking to a schedule might, if that's something you think might be useful for you.
yeah, I can do that.
Also, is it difficult too with your sleeping schedule?
definitely get more sleep at night. I kind of go in spurts. It'll be like I go to bed early for a couple nights, and then like for the next 3 nights I'm up past like 1. So I think the whole main thing is like scheduling. I think I need to like get myself scheduled out from morning to night, and that way I can keep sleep schedule on task. I can keep school on task. I can keep work on task, stuff like that. So maybe that's something I should try.
Yeah, I think that would be great, and I think it's really good that you know that about yourself too, that you like scheduling and maybe implementing it in your life. And you said that you keep a schedule for your schoolwork. You just end up then not crossing it out maybe as early as you like. But you do already keep a schedule for that. So then maybe and it is hard, definitely. I think for college students especially to get enough sleep, and you're busy with so many things, and so but it's definitely important to get sleep. And so if you could try and figure out a way to help yourself get more sleep, which I think that the scheduling might be able to help you with that.
Yeah, I should definitely try it. I know that. I think so far I've figured out like how important it is to make a schedule and keep it. So I think that's my biggest issue is actually keeping that schedule. So.
Definitely. I think that that's great that will help you, and then maybe you could try some of the other things that we talked about, which was group work and possibly getting a tutor and maybe talking to your teacher. Is there anything else that you feel like?
And that kind of sums it up right there so far. I mean, nothing else that I can think of right now.
So you feel good about maybe trying some of those things that will help you. Is there anything else you wanted to discuss about?
No, I think that's about it.
Would you, so as we wrap up, would you think about maybe coming in again? Would you like to make another meeting?
Yeah, I found it helpful enough. I'd make another meeting.
So what do you hope to, so you'd like to have another meeting, and what do you hope to accomplish in between the time? Maybe do you think that you want to try some of the things that we talked about, which was making a schedule, group work, getting a tutor, and talking with your teacher? Do you think maybe there's any of those you would want to maybe set a goal for you to accomplish?
Possibly the whole like studying with a group. I think that would the first thing I should at least try before I like eliminate it. I think that's a good one I should try.
Okay, I think that that's a great goal for maybe you to think about doing, and hopefully that will help you become a little less stressed and maybe help you with your studies. So thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Today. It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.